Hey TikTok family and friends, how y'all doing this Sunday? I hope you and your family is blessed. Again, TikTok, like, subscribe, or comment. Again, subscribe, like, or comment on my video. If you like to weigh in, tell me how you feel. If you think I'm right or wrong, if you agree. Um, with Trump shutting down the government, as far as Medicaid, food stamps, Section 8 housing, and so forth. I am presently on Section 8. I've had Section 8 for 26 years. My mom gave it to me 26 years ago. Um, I've been maintaining it, but at the same time, I've always looked at Section 8 or any government resource for that matter as a stepping stone. We was never, or it was never there or in place to keep it for life. That's what I've always thought. But then when I obtained it, and I kept hearing things, oh, you can move with it, you can go to different states, you can relocate, as long as you maintain a certain um, budget or yearly budget, you can keep it. If you go over a certain amount of money, if you get up to 50,000 or $60,000 a year, then they terminate your voucher. Things I've learned being on Section 8. You don't just have it for the rest of your life, especially if you are using it as a stepping stone. As I said, I myself use it as a stepping stone. Um, and I've used it as a stepping stone as far as gaining my license, my driver's license, maintaining and keeping it clean, and then also gaining my education where I went to school for 10 years. I've gained 4 college degrees, and trying to make more money so I can relieve myself or transition off of Section 8. This is a point in time in my life where um, I need to transition off. I'm making good money, and it's been presented to me, through my workers, on Section 8, because I'll make a certain amount of money on my job, and it's not hourly, it's a salary. So when you get to a certain amount of money status, they'll come to you like, listen, you're making too much money. If you want to keep your Section 8, you gotta, work less hours or get less money, or you can keep the money you're making and continue on, but you're going to relieve yourself from this resource. And I wholeheartedly agree, because again, I've raised my children are grown. I have no little babies. I have um, no grandkids. It's just me. And I just feel like it's time to relieve myself of the resource, of Section 8. But at the same time, then you think about it like, oh, what if something happened? You always have that thought like, oh, what if like something like the world shut down, like when COVID hit? How do I pay my rent if I don't have a resource? I'll be stuck with paying the market rent. Granted, I think about that again because I've been on Section 8 for so long. So for me to transition to pay market rent, I think about it. I've thought about it like, drop my job, work part time, or keep the money I'm making and just get off. I mean, the decision is real. The transition is real. It's sorry, we feel like some hairs in my face, but the transition is really real. These are thoughts that you have. When you have these resources, I have never thought that I was going to be on Section 8 as long as I've been on, but at the same time, it is a great help, and it is a great help even through when COVID came. you know um I didn't have an opportunity to be in court or being evicted and things of that nature, because again, everybody knows certain income, Section 8 drops your income when you're not working or certain things happen. But versus paying the market rent, and paying that $2,000 3,000, and then when the world shut down, you like scrambling looking for a way, like, oh, I'm gonna pay my rent, I'm gonna pay my rent. you know um it's not easy. There's a lot of people that's been evicted paying the market rent when something drastically happens with the world. It could be Mother Nature, it could be a war, it could be anything. And your job shutting down. Sorry, lack of work, anything can happen. So with that being said, I'm in that a point in my life at this, and this is real shit, real talk. Is I'm at a point where I have to make decisions, and I have to make the rightful decision because I do have credentials. I have things, tools, that can get me along my way, to making money and making more money and this is what Trump is saying. Everybody needs to get up, get out, and get something. You're not handicapped. You're not in a wheelchair. You're not, you know, have major things going in your life to like really keep you down from not working. And you can get up and go to work. I agree. You know, I'm on Section 8 and I still go to work every day. I work 9 hours a day. You understand what I'm saying? I work every day, and I'm still on Section 8 right now. My rent is over $1,000 on Section 8, over $1,000. So it's like the more you make on your job, the more you're going to pay, no matter what. So it's nobody really getting over. You understand? People say they paying $5, $6. No, yeah, you pay that for a certain amount of time, but um, it don't stay like that forever. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have to get up, and they do have work in Section 8 out there. They have different forms of Section 8. They got work in Section 8 opposed to people that's not working. But I have work in Section 8 where I gotta submit my pay stubs once a year. I gotta submit my income tax. I gotta submit um a letter from my landlord. It's things that you gotta submit once a year. Through recertification. You gotta recertify every year, once a year through Section 8. So they checking if you making that enough money to get off. You know what I'm saying? Because they getting your pay stubs, they they getting your tax forms, your bank statements. You know what I'm saying? Letter from the landlord. Everything is a list of things that I gotta submit once a year, every year, and it's overwhelming. It's aggravating because I'm getting tired of them people in my business. You understand? They always in my business. They want to know everything. Opposed to if I didn't have them, I could just work my job and don't worry about researching with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And just make my money. So these are choices that we have to make as women and men, because men do get Section 8 too. They get called off those lists too. It ain't just women. There's men that get Section 8 too. So I just tell everybody, just, think twice and know that it's real. With Trump being in office, I totally agree with what he's saying. If you're not working, if you're not doing nothing, then those resources, there should be stipulations. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get them. No. But there should be stipulations, in the system do have a lot of schemes and scams and all things, fraudulent things going on. So it's good that he had to put a freeze and just look at paperwork and, just like Taraji Henson said, the math got to math. You know what I'm saying? If the math ain't mathing, then there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that for years and years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? I love her quote. You know what I'm saying? Like the math got to math, and the math ain't been math in a long, long time. So I get it. You know, and I agree, and I have a resource. As I said, I'm on Section 8, and I told y'all the, a little bit of details of the ins and the outs of it. Every year you gotta research, you gotta submit all this paperwork. You know what I'm saying, for them to even up your rent or down your rent. Like I said, I'm paying over $1,000 on Section 8 rent right now, and because of my job, my credentials. So these choices I have to make. I can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? And it's rather aggravating because I've been doing it for so long. So, just step back and just look at your situation and know like it's nothing to better yourself. And like, Jesus told Peter, we cannot be afraid of change. We've been Democrat all our life and we don't have anything. So people, I love you guys. Have a great Sunday. Weigh in. Tell me how you feel. Comment. Any questions, ask me. I love you guys. Stay blessed. And just think about it, things is about to change. A lot of things is about to change. Love you guys. Weigh in. Tell me how you feel.